Why is the input more important than the output? Essentially, your input is the action and your output is the goal. Now, we're going to put this into context. So if you're wanting to get stronger, for example, at bench press, your input might be to do 2 bench press sessions a week and make sure you do 5 sets. The output of that will be the goal that you've set yourself, which might be to be able to complete 5 reps on 100 kg, for example, bench press. And so what you need to come to understand is that if you do the right inputs, you'll get your output. If you do 100 cold calls, you might get your output of getting a sale. Now, it's a might, and you can't bank on it being 100% accurate. But if you do all the inputs and you know you've done everything you can with those inputs and you don't get the output, then you know, number one, you just need to wait a little bit longer for time, or you need to increase the volume. Those are your 2 things, time or volume, if you don't get your output. Now, what do I mean by that is if you're doing your input, which is over here, and let's say we'll do it in the context of cold calls. If you're doing 100 cold calls a day, every day apart from Sunday for 3 months, and your goal is to make £10,000 within the business, and you're not at £10,000 within the business after 3 months, then you know you need to do one of 2 things. Either you need to up the volume of cold calls that you're doing every day. So instead of it being 100, let's do 200. The second thing would be you still do 100, but you extend the time period. Have you reaped your output? Have you, based on the data you tracked and everything that you've seen so far, are you seeing the return? Are you seeing that you've actually made sales? Are you seeing that you're getting closer to £10,000 a month? All of that stuff is data that you need to track to come and understand what your inputs are, the most important inputs, and then your output. But guarantee if you do that and you know your inputs, what inputs you need to do to reach the output or the goal that you have in mind, then there's nothing that's going to stop you. It's just time and volume. Do those 2 things, I guarantee you will be at your goal. The main thing, consistency.